So when I was in the 6th grade, I was 5'4" and 246 pounds. I was clinically obese, and when I was in school, I was teased a lot every day, multiple times a day by different people. I would walk into the classroom and somebody would make a fat joke about me, and then the whole classroom would start laughing. What began happening was I began to internalize that a lot. A lot of that negative feedback that I was getting from people, I started really truly believing in that. I would write when I was at home. That was kind of the only voice that I had, was just writing. I never told my parents about it. The teachers at school knew about it, but when I asked for help and what I should do, one teacher told me that I should just ignore it. And I knew that I couldn't ignore it. So what I did was I became a beast. Really, I started learning how to use my words very negatively as well, so that just really created the cycle. Started writing how much I hated myself every day. I would write down how ugly I was. I would write down all of my faults, why I couldn't lose weight. I would really call myself fat, and I just began to write that, pages of that, for probably about 2 years. I didn't want to look at mirrors. I remember when I was in high school, I was probably 15 years old. I went to Eastland Mall with a friend, and we were shopping, and I started just crying. I broke down crying, and weeping actually like a baby, because I just couldn't handle my reflection. I started developing obsessive compulsive disorder tendencies. So I would clean myself with 3 different things, like a scrubber, a loofah, a towel. And then if I felt like I wasn't clean enough, I would even use my nails. I remember getting out of the tub one day and I had whelps all over my body because I scratched and scrubbed myself so hard that it actually created whelps. At the time that I started cutting myself, I would hear a voice tell me to stop. It would call my name, "Stop, Kelley. You are hurting yourself and you are going to die." God spoke to me very clearly when I was going through the stages of writing negative things about myself in my journal and in my diary. Write down psalms. So a lot of David's songs I would be writing down, and he would tell me to, God would tell me to put them over my bed. Had me read these psalms every day before I went to bed. And I did not realize it at the time, but that is what was protecting me. So after I started writing the Psalms, and I heard God clearly speak to me to stop, because it would eventually lead to me wanting to harm myself, and it didn't happen overnight. I went to New Orleans for my freshman year of college, and during my senior year, I grew out my hair, my perm. I grew out my perm, and I began to wear my hair naturally. It was during that time where, you know, I felt like this had to stop, of people just talking about me and making fun of me and just saying these different things and pinpointing stuff that they felt was negative about me that I felt was beautiful. So I began to become rebellious and wear my hair in a very rebellious way. I was wearing my afro, I was wearing my puffs, and what God began to show me is that I am beautiful the way that I was created. So he taught me how to not let my environment dictate my perspective and how I feel, or take away my joy. Through this journey with God, I learned that I am powerful, that I am confident, that I am beautiful, that I am strong, and I found a new love for myself that I didn't have, but I only could attain through Him. And because of this love, I know now that I am she.